What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are all good. They came out with the T5 unit Spotlight. I'm gonna call them TREI. But they come out with the new Spotlight for these guys, and we're gonna go over the video, break it down a little bit, and then we're gonna go over the Spotlight on what exactly is going on with them and everything. I hope everybody's been good. But let's just basically get into this, yeah. Looking, they're looking really, really nice, by the way. They're looking really, really good. So obviously the season comes out September 1st. So let's go over this a little bit. I've already kind of looked over a couple of things. It's looking like they have about 12 models in general, which is not a lot for a melee infantry. It's about, I think it's the smallest amount out of all melee infantry in the game that are T5. So, obviously this is a bit worrying because it's a lot less models, but um, wondering exactly what they will do. I think it's about 8 because you got 4 here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so it's about 12 models, which is 4 less than the usual, but um still, I wonder what these guys are fully going to be capable of. These guys do look really, really sick. I love the trident look. And I love the jabs. I am really, really sad that we aren't getting a Trident hero this season. I think it would have been perfect, but you know, regardless, that's aside from the point. Paladin's coming in here again, getting spanked like usual in the trailer. Funny enough, I just realized as well in the map that they actually put some of the seasonal skins and stuff of past season skins and everything, which is really, really cool thing to add. So they have tridents and they throw these tridents and they can stop things in their place. I know this will definitely stop Cav, and I know I have to read the spotlight thing, but I know that will definitely stop Cav. Um, Now they do have a little bit of a charging animation here where you can see that they're charging. I wonder if this is going to be more like berserkers and how they charge, where the closest thing that they charge, like whether it's a directional one or whether it's one of those things of the closest thing to them you can charge. Um, but they do a really cool animation of jumping and hitting. Um, Again, I just hope this unit comes out and it's actually working. I don't want that they do this jump animation and it's just like not hitting anything or something like that. That's a bit worrying, but who knows. So they do seem to have this animation where they hit down with or they hit with their trident twice, then they kind of glow and do an animation again and then glow again with like a circle around them, doing some type of little extra like hit that's like smacking them to the side, which seems like it does a lot of damage. And it is really, really interesting to see these guys fight. I am again a bit worried about this little animation that they are doing, but it's seeming like they're gonna have about 3 buttons. It's gonna be the one for the charge, the like maybe 2 for the javelin, and then the 3 for maybe doing that animation of the double hit and then whatever that whole bit is. um but yeah, for the most part, these guys are looking awesome. Now let's go over the little spotlight that they have. The TREI are the undisputed champions of the Colosseum. They were former officers of the Imperial Army, which is funny because the Imperial Army was season 5. But basically, they use trident and javelins, which is really nice. Sorry about that. Able to use speed to their advantage. They're just like their historical counterparts. So they're a highly mobile light infantry unit, which we have really not that many light infantry units in terms of going into like tier 4 and tier 5. Especially tier 5 has usually always been, heavy infantry except for shield maidens. But like heavily armored. So this is like the first like T5 that's actually like a light armor infantry unit, which is going to be interesting to see how well they can even survive, Shenjis or anything like that. It would really suck if you have 12 models and then like, Shenjis just, just take one little volley and then pop like eight, like six of them immediately. I would be like, but anyways, um, efficient crowd control. Um, so this is interesting. So they are a highly mobile infantry unit with efficient crowd controls, so they can CC other things. Now I wonder how this will affect other units like, you got Varangian Guard now who are insane. You have still Iron Reapers. You still got Berserkers, which we could see them fighting in the trailer. Palace guards. It's still going to be very interesting to see how they would kind of duke it out with them, but most likely in big team blob situations is going to be interesting. Um, they are able to stop javelins with they are able to stop cavalry charges with javelins, which is awesome, and then close the gap with trident. So I wonder what it means exactly with stopping cavalry charge. Like, does it stop the cavalry charge and then maybe does the trident slow them a little bit or whatnot? We'll see. um so they're not equipped with nets. However, they have something else under the sleeve. They can curse enemies, this is interesting, with Mark of Death. So this is, if you guys don't know, Mark of Death is for dual blades that they basically ult you and they keep you in spot and you can't move until they finish the animation. Inflicting a damage penalty and effectively trapping them in a state of condemnation. So this is interesting because basically, I think once you get in, this might be a trait, but once you get into a fight with them, and let's say your unit is you're trying to retreat your unit, but if they lock the unit in with basically Mark of Death, you're gonna lose that unit if you don't fight with that unit basically. So this is a unit that I think is gonna be really really cool because it will trap units, and I wonder if it will trap heroes as well, with Mark of Death, making them where they can't get out of a certain situation for a certain amount of time or something. It's gonna be really interesting, and I wonder if, like, for example, um, Mark of Death does have it where it doesn't affect like Mark of Death basically stops crowd control. So or like CC immunity. So I wonder if, like, for example, Palace guards, if they hit them with Mark of Death, whether this is a skill or whether this is um a trait or something. This is going to be really really interesting to see how this exactly works, because will this be the first unit that counters um all CC immunity and things like that? Please let me know, guys. And I would love to see your opinions on this unit. I will catch you guys later. Peace, peace, peace. Have a good one.